Thoughts from a morning walk, long format. Fancy and I are out doing a morning walk. A little on the brisk side. There's a nice breeze coming up though. And I thought instead of just doing a short, I'd talk about several things that crossed my mind as we were out here walking. First thing, so Fancy dearly loves chasing deer. That's one of her great joys in life. She finds it just very exciting. But this is the first time that she's been on a long walk on a leash. You have to keep her tied up because she's a Pyrenees and she will take off and disappear for a day or two. And you know, out in the country that can be kind of dangerous for a dog because they get around other people's livestock and people don't ask questions. Old farmers do not ask questions. They just shoot. And I hate for something to happen to her because she's a good dog. But anyway, we're going up the hill, that hill right there behind us. Up on the south side of the road, there's a big bean field. And we're going up the hill, and up jumped 6 deer. And Fancy completely missed them because she had her nose to the ground. She was sniffing the grass on the side of the road and the dirt and everything. And she completely missed them. And kind of reminded me of us sometimes. You know, we had the conversation about not seeing the forest for the trees and having to change your perspective. And this is just a continuation of that. You know, she was so focused on what was directly in front of her that she completely missed something in the bigger picture. So we need to be careful as we're out living our lives, building our homesteads, prepping, learning skills, becoming food independent. We need to make sure that we keep our eyes on the bigger picture while we're doing this and not get so focused on what's directly in front of us that we miss the bigger things. And then the other thing I was thinking about was our goats and sheep and how they're kind of a reflection on us in general and people in general. They call them sheeple for a reason. And this example, so our goats and sheep are always hungry. Even if they've been fed, they're starving, and they will let you know about it. Some of the adults, they see me walk out there and they feel that they need to be fed, even if they've got a big bale of hay and just got fed. And so they will start bleeding away. And then, you know, we got a bunch of babies that are still weaning, so they're not eating grain or hay or anything. They will start bleeding, and the only reason why they're bleeding is because somebody else started it and the flock is doing it. And we need to make sure that we're not like that. You know, somebody makes a bunch of noise, we need to make sure there's a reason they're making noise and make sure it's worth our while to get involved. Oh, so Fancy, I don't know if you can't see them up there in the corner of that field, but those deer that we just jumped up by the field came over here and they're up at the top of the hill. But you know, we need to make sure that if there are a bunch of people making noise, that we don't start in and just doing it because everybody else is doing it. You know, there's a whole bunch of people in this country protesting Israel, and when you ask them why, they can't tell you why. They just know Israel's bad, and they're just doing what other people are doing. And it's, you know, maybe it's a sign of decay in our society and people feeling the need to be involved in something greater than themselves. I don't know. I'm not going to psychoanalyze it. All I know is that we don't need to be like that. We need to make sure that whenever we find a cause that's worth supporting, well, that's it. Find a cause, make sure it's worth supporting, period. The whole homesteading movement and the freedom movement that us and other people like us are proponents of now, you know, my opinion, that's a worthy movement, something worthy of promoting and following, you know. And by doing it, you know, you're not going to change Washington D.C. They don't care. Even the good ones, they don't really care about us, you know. Even the ones that are supposedly on our side are making themselves rich by being where they are, you know. So they don't care about us. They don't care about you and I. You know, I've got to untangle myself because Fancy's still not very good on a leash. So I don't know. That's about it from this morning. It's not very long format. Not very, you know, I don't know how insightful it was, honestly. I'm just at this point in time, I'm just some guy with a camera. Sometimes though we see something pretty nice, we share it with other people, we come up with a good idea, share it with other people. You know, these are all experiences that we have. Share our experiences. We're not here as teachers, but we are here as students, right? Okay, we're almost back to the house. Been at this for about 30 minutes, trying to get the heart rate up, making sure that I can stick around as long as possible to be with my grandkids. All right, guys, listen, as always, if you like this kind of content and you want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button. GRUMPYACRESfarm.com, you can get some of our apparel. You know, the best thing on the website, in my opinion, is the Never Alone shirt, because it's a constant reminder, you know, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on in your life, whether you understand it or not, as long as you got God and community, you're never alone. All right? Till next time, you guys go out and make it a great day and go live a life done free. Thanks, Milo.